Back this Tuesday afternoon on the JMFPSP sports program. I'm Chris Minkus and Ryan Hartson here. It's Tuesday Night Madness, Ryan. One day after Monday Night Madness. We got Eagles versus the Vikings tonight after it was pushed back.
Yeah, it was almost, this game kind of is by accident. It was supposed to be the Sunday night game, but then this huge snowstorm hits the eastern seaboard. So the NFL, they do the right thing. They don't want to have their fans going out in the really nasty snow because they did get like 29 inches on the eastern seaboard.
I was watching the time lapses of it this morning.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy stuff.
So pretty much you don't want to be going out to do anything in that scenario. So they just, instead of getting ready for the game, all the salt trucks and the snowplows went out and did their actual jobs, clearing roads and getting things ready to be a productive society, at least in Philadelphia. So they moved the NFL game to Tuesday, and we'll see how many people show up, because a lot of people that could go on Sunday have work on Wednesday morning, so might not be able to go tonight, but you never know. I think you're going to see a capacity crowd at Lincoln Financial Field tonight for this game, because the Eagles are a religion in Philadelphia. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a big game because any opportunity to see Michael Vick is just brilliant. I love watching him play. He's great, and now he can throw. Because he can throw, that makes him almost more fun to watch. Yeah. Because you don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, it's the old way of defending Michael Vick. Make him throw. But now he can throw, so
make him run.
Okay, now let's try to kind of balance it, I guess.
Corral him.
Corral him, right.
But then when you corral, he just hops through the right little hole, and he's almost, I guess, indefensible, because undefensible isn't a word. All right, let's do a little. So we're changing the name. Usually the feature is called Monday Night Madness, but we're gonna call it Tuesday Night Madness.
TNM.
TNM. Because in America, you need an acronym for everything.
Exactly.
All right, let's go. We have got 5 questions. You'll get my key matchup. I don't know why you need to hear from me, but and then we'll have a prediction. So let's roll, Tim. Question number 1.
Is Michael Vick the MVP of the league?
No.
No.
I'm sorry. I
Not
like
in
Tom.
the same league as Tom Brady,
Well, as far as MVPs go, he is. But the key to him not being the MVP is when Kevin Kolb played, the Eagles still won.
Yeah.
They weren't as, they didn't have as much sizzle to them, as much pizzazz, but they were definitely just as good. And I think they could win almost as much as they won with Michael Vick. So with the Eagles, because MVP still stands for most valuable player, not most unbelievable thing you've ever seen in your life player.
I know.
So, and because Kevin Kolb played extremely well when Vick was injured, that almost devalues Michael Vick, because when he came back, he was amazing, but Kevin Kolb could have done a good job getting this team to the playoffs himself. So no, he's not the MVP. Yeah. Tom Brady. If the Patriots didn't have Tom Brady, they'd be 6-10, and that's being nice. They might even be 4-12, because they don't have Matt Castle on their roster this year. Yeah. So but is Michael Vick the MVP? I'd say no. Let's go to question number 2.
Can Joe Webb even complete a pass against the Philadelphia Eagles tonight?
I was just being facetious when I came up with that question. But, of course, he's going to complete a pass. He's going to complete about 5 of them. And that's not a joke, because he's going to be like 5 for 16. Because in the cold, it's nasty. The Vikings just don't want to be there anymore. Yeah. Their season is over. Yeah, they're like, I don't care. So they're just, Adrian Peterson's going to run the ball 30 times and see what they can do. And I wouldn't be surprised if you saw the Vikings defense just stand around and watch Michael Vick play, because he's so amazing. He's like, the corners will be like, I don't want to cover this guy. I want to watch Michael Vick. And just stand there, just stand there and chill. So they can take a lesson from Brett Favre. Go ahead and put your parka on and just relax and enjoy the show, because this is going to be fun tonight. All right, so Joe Webb's going to complete a pass, but probably going to complete only about 5.
What do they do if he gets injured or something?
I don't know who they have behind him. Oh, I think they just signed Patrick Ramsey, which, if you know who he is, God bless you. And, just as bad.
It's just that question with Joe Webb. Who knows who Joe Webb is?
He was it's unfortunate that I know, because I'm just cursed to know everything. Yeah. He was a college quarterback who's the only guy to run, or I think throw for 4,000 yards and run for 2,000 yards, and he was supposed to be a receiver in the NFL because he can't throw.
Yeah, I heard Joe Webb. I thought, kind of young, overzealous white guy, but I
No.
didn't think it would be a former wide receiver.
Just because they're playing the Eagles, let's call him not a poor man's Michael Vick, a broke man's Michael Vick. Like, people who are bankrupt can't afford Joe Webb, or too expensive for Joe Webb, rather. Let's go to question number 3. And this one, it's not facetious, it's a legit question.
Yeah, this one. But looks like our... no, we got one more.
We have 5 questions. This is 3.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
If Adrian Peterson plays, will he be effective?
I'd say yeah. Oh, you were talking about facetious questions. Never mind. Yes, I think Adrian Peterson can be effective, because the Eagles, they're not great against the run. They're pretty good. They couldn't shut down Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw. The Giants did score 31 points in that game where Michael Vick did that unbelievable comeback thing in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. The Giants did put up some points, and I don't think the Vikings will because they're terrible. But I think Adrian Peterson's going to be able to move the ball a little bit. And if he goes if he has a crazy Adrian Peterson game, and let's say he runs for $175, I could see the Vikings easily scoring 10 points. Can you tell who I'm gonna pick in the game? I don't want to lean one way or the other. But I don't know if you can tell yet. But no, if Adrian Peterson does have the ankle problem. Is it the ankle? Maybe it's the calf, thigh, something like that.
I can't remember.
Maybe it's the thigh. Whatever.
He's had a slow year nonetheless, and he's kind of overdue for a big game.
Yeah, maybe tonight, but the Eagles are going to kill them. I picked the game at question 3. Wow. Let's go to question 4.
Who is the Eagles player who will have the big game tonight?
The Eagles offensive player, meaning besides Michael Vick, because Vick's going to have a big game tonight. You got Deshaun Jackson. You've got Jeremy Maclin, who are the 2 receivers, young, talented, fast. Yeah. Sometimes they have problems catching the ball. This is a franchise that does tend to get the dropsies occasionally. And then LaShawn McCoy in the backfield running the ball. He can, he can do some things. He's very dynamic. He is the next Brian Westbrook. Literally, he's a very similar player, running the ball and catching the ball out of the backfield. Just kind of, you get him the ball and he does his thing. Reggie Bush, only really good. So I think LaShawn McCoy could be the guy tonight, especially when it's cold. So Vic might be handing off the ball a little more than usual. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pick LaShawn McCoy to have the big game. Don't be shocked if Deshaun Jackson gets 1 or 2 50-yard touchdowns. He tends to do it all the time. Oh, yeah. But I'm going to put my money on the running back because I like safe picks, and LaShawn McCoy is safe. Because picking running backs to have big yards is really safe.
Yeah.
To predict a receiver going for 150 receiving yards isn't easy to do. But I'll say LaShawn McCoy is a biggie. I'm going to say, what the hell, you're never going to hear me again anyway. 150 yards rushing, 100 yards receiving. I'm going to say he goes completely apeshit.
Really? Okay.
I don't know why. Who cares? No one's going to hear this. All right, let's go to question 5, which is just hysterical.
The burning question. Will Brett Favre retire following tonight's game?
No.
Oh, no. He wouldn't retire with 1 more to go. I mean, come on.
He might even play next week.
Oh, yeah.
But I've heard no. I heard he's not going to play next week.
He might be,
is this thing even recording? Yeah, it is. Ooh. I was a little concerned for a second. But, I'm going to say Brett Favre, no, he's not going to retire.
No.
Honestly, despite all his injuries, despite all his pains and aches and his age, there is no guarantee that he's really going to go away.
Yeah.
Until he's not playing next year, until we are in an NFL that Brett Favre really isn't on a roster, I'm not going to buy it. Mm-hmm. Until he doesn't unretire, I'm going to say he's going to keep coming back. I think he's going to come back next year.
Yeah.
I think he's going to come back every year. Why not?
Yeah.
What is he doing? He's mowing the lawn and texting Jen Sturger.
There was that commercial. I forget what it was for, but it's
Wrangler.
Oh, yeah.
That's all he does.
Well, no. I think it might have been. I can't remember. It was somewhere. It was like the MVP of 2020 or something.
Oh, that was last year. What was that? That was a Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. So people kind of making a joke with him, but I watched the interview from earlier this season, and he was just like, "So are you coming back next season?" And his eyes shift around, he's just like, "No."
Yeah, I until he doesn't come back, I think we'll see.
Well, his last press conference was pretty sincere. He said, I had a lot of fun, everything.
Yeah.
It seemed like he was just setting up to kind of pack it in,
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Time for the...
your key matchup of the game?
This is the time where you shut up.
Yes. Okay, I'll sit back and listen to the mastery talk.
All right. Oh, don't give me that. Because now I'm going to get my ass kicked by all the fake listeners we have. All right, I'm going to say the key matchup. You got to say it's Michael Vick against Jared Allen, the defensive end coming around. Because what I've heard people, was it Teddy Bruschi on ESPN this morning? He said the key to stopping Michael Vick is having an athletic defensive line. And Jared Allen, the crazy old redneck hunter, he comes around the edge so quick, and he can sprint almost like a receiver.
Yeah, very dangerous.
So he can get after Vick a little bit and maybe keep up with his speed for a little bit. But, the effort hasn't been there this year, especially when they started going downhill. He's just not playing as hard this year. And I think the Vikings are going to be the team, where they say, they're making reservations and planning on what they're going to do in the offseason. I think they're going to pack it in. I don't even think they're going to show up tonight. I think they're just going to stand around for 4 quarters and go home. I'm going to say Michael Vick will win that matchup against Jared Allen. But if Jared Allen can get after Michael Vick, then the Vikings do have a shot to win this game. But I would be completely shocked if Vick was successful. If Jared Allen was successful tonight. If the Vikings in total were successful tonight. All right, I've been talking way too much, as usual. Let's get a prediction out of you.
All right, prediction out of me. All right, well,
Do it again. Please do it again.
Okay, you want me to do
Yes, do it again.
Little tallying up
For
here?
people who don't know, well, actually no one knows. Last night, when we did Monday Night Madness, the thing that we never posted, he did this little thing picking the Saints and the Vikings, and he put down a 7 and a 7 for the Saints, and a 7 and a 3 for the Saints, and 3 7s for the Falcons. And he was like circling them and squaring them. It was a formula to figure out what the score was going to be, and it was so weird. Now see him do it again. Do it again.
Okay. Should you have some filler during this time while I come up with the score?
No.
Okay, but I'm going to predict 1 rushing touchdown.
1 rushing touchdown.
That
gets a square around that 7.
Okay, we'll get a square on that, and then we're gonna have 2 passing touchdowns.
By the way, I picked the Eagles
from Michael Vick, and then I'm gonna say near the end of the game when the Vikings don't even care anymore, they're gonna let Michael Vick go downfield, and that's going to be a rushing touchdown for him
before they take him out.
Yes, before they take him out. Right.
Okay, that's only 4. That's only 28 points.
Yeah, and then we're going to throw a field goal or 2 in there. So, let's see.
28, 31, 34.
So, yes, I'm going to go 34 for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm going to go 7.
Ooh, he's actually letting them score.
I'm going to have them let them score, and
this is crazy.
This is going to be a rushing touchdown from Adrian Peterson.
Of course, he's the only one playing.
And a field goal. And
10.
Will amount to 10.
34 to 10. Here, let me do this. Okay. This right where you did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How many 7s will we put down on the paper?
Circle, square, circle, square. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 42 points. And I'm gonna say a field goal too. 45. To 0. I'm going to say the Eagles win 45-0 with 4 passing touchdowns from Michael Vick and 2 rushing touchdowns from LaShawn McCoy. So, there you go.
Well, I guess we'll see who's right tonight. I mean,
it's going to be a blowout.
Either way, it's going to be.
It's not just going to be a blowout. It's going to be a spanking. This is going to be fun tonight. Tuesday Night Madness, brought to you by nothing. Keeping people bored for centuries.
All right. That'll just
Are we done?
Wrap it up for us on this Tuesday edition.
We're done.
Yeah.
All right. Good to see you. It's been the Jim Miller for President Sports Program.
Catch you again on BWC Internet Media.